Also on the boat is Christine's maid, Meg. Yeah, Meg Giry gets dragged into this mess as well. Apparently her ballet career was cut short by a tragic pirouetting accident or something like that. No, I don't know, don't ask. At their hotel room in Manhattan, Christine is sent a musical box with a monkey on. You know, the same one that Raoul bought 100 years later, which was discovered in the vaults of the theatre.
This item discovered in the vaults of the theatre.
So it wouldn't be in New York, but anyway, plays a Masquerade theme tune, which obviously LaRue would have known all about, seeing as he died in 1927 and Andrew Lloyd Webber wrote the tune in the 1980s. Talking of stupidity, the damn monkey doesn't even play the Masquerade tune until Pierre takes the damn thing apart. So how did Eric know that some demented kid would come along and take a hammer to it so that he could play his hidden musical message?
Look here, I simply will not have you persist in bad-mouthing my book.
Oh, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked now. I really need to finish this review before I die. So now we move back to Eric's point of view and discover from Madame Giry's letter that Christine's son, Pierre, is really Eric's, not Raoul's. Oh, shock horror! Well, how does that work there? How do you know it's not really Raoul's child? Well, you see, the thing is, according to Madame Giry, years and years ago, before Raoul married, Raoul came across a mugger in a dark alleyway, and the mugger shot Raoul in the balls at point-blank range. Yes, you heard that right. Raoul has his nuts blown off. That explains a lot. No wonder he's a good singer.
No more talk of darkness. Forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here. Nothing can harm you. My words will warm and calm you.
According to Raoul's surgeon, he says he will feel all the passion, the love, the desire that any young man may feel. But the destruction of those vital blood vessels means that, yeah, that's just harsh, isn't it? I mean, Raoul is married to the hottest singer in all of France, and he has no balls. That's just harsh. I wonder if this little subplot's going to make it into Love Never Dies. I wonder what kind of song would explain that.
You are one so very fruitful, that was all that mattered. You are once an ardent lover, then your nuts got splattered. Wishing you had both your nuts again, wishing you still had a pair. When you lost your friends, our love life ends, and that just isn't fair.
So, for some reason, I don't know, I guess she wanted to chat with Eric, Christine goes to the Coney Island Amusement Fair and into the Hall of Mirrors that Eric designed. Now, this is a sort of cool nod to the original novel, where of course Eric designed a maze of mirrors in Persia, but hang on a minute, according to Forsyth, none of that happened. So what the hell? Oh, no, it's this chapter. This is by far the stupidest chapter in the whole book. Do you remember how earlier on Darius was talking to the demon god Mammon? Well, now the Catholic priest has a good old pray, and who should appear but... Jesus H. Christ! Jesus Christ, superstar, shows up as a freaking character. Every time I read the scene, I don't understand how you let this book of yours get so out of hand. You trying to tell me that you had this thing planned? This book is so blasphemous, it should have been banned.
Don't get me wrong!
Have I got you wrong?
No, you got me wrong.
Have I got you wrong?
Don't you get me wrong?
Have I got you wrong?
You got it all wrong.
I don't think that I'm wrong. I'm not joking. Jesus literally appears to him like a genuine Praise Jesus miracle.
Please listen. I am here, Joseph. What disturbs your peace of mind? Lord, for the first time I think I am really frightened.
He doesn't even seem surprised to hear Jesus respond to him vocally, even though just before he was wondering if he ever even listens to prayers. No, he just goes along with it as if it's perfectly normal. Just listen to some of this garbage. Honestly, this is word for word how the scene appears in the book.
Fear? That is something of which I have personal knowledge. You, Lord, surely not. On the contrary, What do you think I felt when they tied my wrists above me to the flogging ring in the temple wall? I just did not imagine that you could feel fear. I was a man then, Joseph, with all a man's weaknesses and flaws. That was the whole point, and a man can feel great fear. So when they showed me the scourge, with its knotted thong set with fragments of iron and lead, and told me what it would do, I cried from fear. I never thought of it that way, Lord. It was never reported. A small mercy. I have sinned, of course. Of course. Who does not? You have lusted after Christine de Chagny. She is a beautiful woman, Lord, and I am also a man. I know. I was once. It can be very hard.
Wait, nudge, say no more. And worst of all, Forsyth now uses this as an opportunity to go into the most half-assed explanation of why God permits suffering I have ever seen.
Let me try to explain. I never gave man a guarantee of perfection, only the chance of it. That was the whole point of it all. Man has the choice and the chance, but never the coercion. I have left his freedom to choose inviolate. Some choose to try to follow the path I pointed out. Most prefer their pleasures now, here. For many that means inflicting pains on others for their own amusement or enrichment. It is noted, of course, but it is not to be changed. If I reached down and touched him on the forehead and made him perfect, what would life on earth be like? No sadness, so no joy. No tears, no smiles, no pain, no relief, no sins, and certainly no redemption. I would simply create a paradise of featureless bliss here on earth, which would make my heavenly kingdom somewhat redundant. And that is not the point of it all. So man must have his choice, until I call him home. I suppose so, Lord.
This chapter just shows a religious ignorance that is bordering on the blasphemous, particularly when you're ascribing all this half-assed hokum to Jesus himself. And you know what else is stupid? At the end of this, Jesus cuts the conversation short because, I kid you not, he basically says, "Whoops, gotta go, there's a war in the Balkans and I've got to go and welcome some people into heaven." Like he's a freaking holiday rep. Oh, my sainted trousers, this book is fucking horrible. I can't go on, really, I can't. This book is winding me up more than any other movie version ever did. So, come on, let's just skip. Let's just go on to the ending. And yes, there will be some spoilers here, but don't worry, the whole damn book is spoiled from the outset.